Good morning, everyone, and a very hearty welcome to Aurora Online Classes. In today's session, I'll start a new lesson for you, and the name of the lesson is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. And Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom is a very inspiring lesson, and this lesson is from your first flight book. Actually, in this extract, Long Walk to Freedom is his autobiography, and this present passage is an extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. In this extract, Mandela speaks about a historic moment, and that historic moment was the inauguration day. That was the inauguration ceremony. It was the oath taking ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the first black president of South Africa. In South Africa, a very inhuman practice was prevalent. And you must be aware, you must be familiar with the term apartheid. Apartheid was prevalent in South Africa. Apartheid, in fact, this was a policy of racial discrimination. And not only Nelson Mandela, but other freedom fighters, they fought against apartheid to gain freedom. So this lesson is a story of his relentless struggle and strives for gaining freedom for his country. They really worked hard. Nelson Mandela remained in the jail, remained in prison for 30 years in order to gain freedom. And there was a racial discrimination. There was a fight between the blacks and the whites. And the whites discriminated the blacks. There were two races in South Africa. You must have read in history book. The black means the black communities, and the whites means whites communities, means the English. The Englishmen were the white communities, and the blacks, the aborigines, the natives of South Africa, who had the black complexion, they were the black skinned people. They formed the black community. So there was a discrimination by the whites for the blacks in South Africa. And this policy of racial discrimination is called apartheid. The blacks were exploited. They were oppressed. They were dominated by the whites people. They were dominated by the whites. So the whites ruled over South Africa for more than 3 centuries. And the blacks were the native people of South Africa. And they were deprived of all their rights. But their rights were oppressed by the whites. These blacks were not allowed to cast their vote. They didn't have the right to vote. Secondly, they were not allowed to be free with the white people. They were not allowed to go to the school, colleges and university run by the white people. So in this way, and they were tortured. The blacks were tortured to a great extent. They were deprived of their several rights. Moreover, these blacks were compelled to, forced to live a very hellish life. They never enjoyed any freedom. There was no economic freedom, there was no political freedom, there was no social freedom. The whites considered themselves superior to them in every phase of life, in every field of life, in every spectrum of life. And they always tortured the blacks. Actually, they considered blacks their own slaves. And the blacks were forced to live a life of slavery. And the blacks were the victims of poverty. They were the victims of deprivation. They were the victims of the exploitation and oppressions, domination done by the white people. But Nelson Mandela fought along with some other leaders, and ultimately the democratic election was held in South Africa, and Nelson Mandela fought for this election, and he was declared the winner. He contested the election and came out with flying colors. He won the election. And after winning the election, Nelson Mandela was the first man to become the first black president of South Africa. Nelson Mandela always talked about equality. Apartheid was a human disaster. Apartheid was not based on equality, it was based on discrimination. So there was a huge destruction, there was a huge damage done to the blacks just because of the policy of apartheid. So apartheid was an inhuman policy. It was a heinous crime for them, because of which the blacks suffered a lot. The blacks were the worst sufferers. So in this story, we shall come to know about the relentless struggle, about the relentless efforts and endeavors by Nelson Mandela and some other prominent leaders to put an end to this cruel policy, that is apartheid. As I have said right now, Nelson Mandela worked for the freedom of his own people. He never discriminated on the basis of color of the skin, and the whites discriminated blacks on the color and complexion of their skin. So they were the black skinned people, and the whites considered themselves superior to the blacks in every spectrum, in every term, be it the term of education, be it the term of economy, be it the term of politics. In every term, they considered themselves superior. They considered themselves to be the master of the blacks, and blacks were exploited and oppressed. They were tortured. They were sent to prison. They were beaten mercilessly. So they fought to end this despicable system of apartheid. So today, let us talk about what happened on 10th May 1994. This was the day when Nelson Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa, and the democratically elected non-racial government was installed. So there was the largest gathering of international leaders, politicians and dignitaries from 140 countries. They had come to thank or to congratulate Nelson Mandela for becoming the first black president of South Africa. So this inauguration ceremony of the first non-racial government was held at the lovely sandstone amphitheater in the Union Buildings in Pretoria. And Pretoria is the capital of South Africa. So this was a grand celebration, and this was the grand celebration. That is why the international leaders from 140 countries had assembled there. So this was the largest gathering. This was the largest accumulation of the international leaders on this occasion, and they were from different 140 countries. So this was the oath-taking ceremony of Nelson Mandela as the President of South Africa. So the leaders were from more than 140 countries on this gala day, on this auspicious occasion. And first of all, Mr. D. Clark was sworn in as second deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president, and then came Mandela's turn, and then after that Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa. This was the first phase. Let us talk about what was his inaugural speech. What did he address to the people on 10th May 1994? Actually, Mandela spoke how for decades South Africa was the seat of white supremacy. Means the whites remained the master of South Africa for more than 3 centuries. And now the blacks who were considered the outlaws were the people of other countries. There was a time when they were considered outlaws. So there was a time when the blacks were considered outlaws just because of the policy of apartheid. Now the same soil, now the same country was ready to welcome all the guests, all the international guests on 10th May 1994. It was really a matter of great privilege for Nelson Mandela to have the kind presence of all the international leaders and dignitaries on 10th May 1994. Actually, this was the victory, this was their victory, this was the victory of the blacks over apartheid. Because the policy of apartheid was based on discrimination. The policy of apartheid was based on inequality. The policy of apartheid was based on exploitation and oppression. So this was a very oppressive policy made by the whites for the blacks, and blacks were the victims of this apartheid policy. So their victory over apartheid was a common victory for justice, peace and human dignity. So this was a universal appeal. This was the victory of blacks over the whites, over the racial policy of apartheid. And this was their victory over apartheid, and this was meant for what? This was meant for being a common victory. It was a common victory for justice, peace, and human dignity. This was the victory of peace. This was the victory of human justice. This was the victory of human dignity. So now they would work hard to liberate all the people from the bondage of poverty, deprivation, and diseases. Mr. Mandela spoke in his address, spoke in his speech that the well-being of the people would be the first priority. He will work hard to take the people out of the bandage of, to take the people out from the bondage of poverty, from the bondage of slavery, from the bondage of disease, from the bondage of deprivation. And Nelson Mandela considered that his country is rich in minerals and diamonds, but the real property, the real wealth of the country is none other than the people of South Africa. So his policy was based on equality, the government for all, no discrimination for the blacks and the whites. Then on that very day, there was a spectacular display of the jets and helicopters flying in the sky to express the loyalty. The military officers expressed their loyalty to Nelson Mandela for being the president of South Africa. This was the victory of democracy, this was the victory of equality, and this was the defeat of apartheid, and this was the defeat of any other racial segregation. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with the sense of history. He recalled the days of his suffering, he recalled the days of his struggle, and he became too much emotional. He knew the suffering of the people. He knew that the blacks have suffered a lot just because of the policy of discrimination. So he was always in favor of doing good to the people. He was always in favor of making his people stronger than ever. Now, Nelson Mandela talks about that he learned the meaning of courage from such brave comrades. He says, courage is the victory over fear. Many other great comrades, many other great leaders of South Africa from black community really fought very well in order to put an end to this apartheid. So he said, even in the darkest prisons, their hopes and faith were not broken. They were tortured, they were humiliated, they were oppressed, they were exploited. Even though their hopes and beliefs, their patience did not get dampened. Their patience was still with them. Their hope was still with them. They were still hopeful that they would gain freedom one day, and this was the day when the first democratically elected government was being set up, was installed on 10th May 1994. Nelson Mandela talks about two obligations, two responsibilities. He talks about every man has twin obligations, two responsibilities. Every man has two responsibilities. Responsibility for the family and responsibility for the nation. I mean to say, responsibility for the country. And blacks were deprived of it. Blacks were sent to prison. They were beaten up mercilessly. They were sentenced to prison for many and many years. And they were tortured in the prison. They were always forced to live aloof and alone from the family. So they underwent untold sufferings in the prison. Even though they did not, the blacks did not lose their hopes. They continued to make their struggles. They continued their struggles in order to gain freedom. And they continued to work very, very hard in order to bring equality to all men and women in South Africa. So if any black tried to live like a free human being, he was punished and isolated. He was forced to live an isolated life away from his family. This was the pathetic condition of the blacks in South Africa during the supremacy, during the rule of the whites. And Nelson Mandela was forced to live a life of secrecy and rebellion. And then Nelson Mandela joined African National Congress. Mandela realized that not only he was deprived of freedom, he realized that his brothers and sisters, the people of black community, they were also deprived of freedom. That is why Mr. Nelson Mandela joined African National Congress. And it was his desire for the freedom of his brothers and sisters. It was his strong desire for the freedom of his brothers and sisters. It was his desire for the freedom and liberty of the people of black community, which totally transformed him, which totally changed him from a weak young man to a bold young man to a brave young man. And he said that the oppressed must be liberated. The oppressed means those who were oppressed, those who were tortured. Means here the blacks were the oppressed. And who is the oppressor? The whites were the oppressor. Because the whites oppressed the blacks. So the whites are the oppressors and the blacks are the oppressed ones. So Nelson Mandela said both the blacks and the whites, means both the blacks means the oppressed and the whites means the oppressor, should be liberated. And they should be liberated means they should work for humanity. And when he became the first black president of South Africa, he promised to his countrymen that he would work for the entire humanity. He would work for the people of South Africa without any discrimination between the blacks and the whites. He promised to the people of South Africa that he would always obey and uphold the Constitution of South Africa to give a better future to the people of his country. And he would continue to work hard, honestly and with sincerity for the well-being of the people of South Africa. So his journey was not an easy journey. The journey was not an easy journey. This journey was full of struggles. This journey was full of obstacles. This journey was full of hurdles. This journey was full of impediments. But Nelson Mandela did not stop himself. Nothing could deter Nelson Mandela from achieving the highest goal, and that was the freedom of South Africa from the slavery of white people. And Nelson Mandela was a true patriot, and he was a true follower of Mahatma Gandhi. And for his great contribution in the field of peace, means he really worked very hard for maintaining peace and harmony in the society, and for his noble work of maintaining peace, bringing peace, he was awarded Nobel Prize for Peace. So he was also a Nobel Prize winner for peace. So this is what I taught you today. This was the summary of Long Walk to Freedom, his inauguration. I'm as the president, as the first black president of South Africa, took place on 10th May 1904, and this was the historic occasion. And then this was the time when the first democratically non racial government was installed, and all were very happy. All celebrated this great occasion with pomp and show, and he made an appeal to the people of South Africa without any discrimination to work hard and to be united for the peace and prosperity of South Africa. Dear students, this was the detailed summary of this lesson. Thank you very much.